Cinco de Mayo. Some people say it's more like Drinko de Mayo, a holiday created by beer marketers. Just another excuse to party, even if it's a couple of days early.
Tres de Mayo.
Seems like the real history behind Cinco de Mayo was forgotten somewhere between the salt and the lime.
A good excuse to celebrate and go out and do something. But we would do it anyways.
But this fiesta is barely noticed in Mexico, where the holiday was about as festive as Flag Day in the U.S.
As children, we learned the lesson, the patriotic lessons in school, that you're supposed to fight anybody who attacks you. And at home, it was pretty much a non-event.
Turns out this holiday was born right here in Los Angeles. In 1862, the Mexicans were battling the invading French south of the border, and the North was fighting the South back east.
It was a holiday created by Latinos during the American Civil War on the stances that Latinos here in the American West took on the issues of the American Civil War. Latinos here supported freedom, opposed slavery.
Professor David Hayes Bautista says that to Latino immigrants and longtime Californians of that era, the victory of the outgunned Mexican army was a hopeful sign for both the Union and Mexican sovereignty.
You had a huge immigration from Mexico, Central and South America into California during the gold rush. The population of California, Latino population, grew by a factor of 10 in one decade, and they were all involved in celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
But what happened since?
PATRON and Viejo! Woo!
Corporate America discovered this humble holiday, and they decided to throw a party.
We're always going to use a holiday to sell something, whether we do it or whether a retail store does it. They're all going to use that to their advantage.
It was the same companies celebrating in the Latino community found it very easy and very appealing because Anglo-Americans were also responding very nicely to the opportunity to have a celebration earlier in the summer season.
So Cinco de Mayo became a sort of early Memorial Day, time to break out the booze and enjoy the good weather. Arlene Mijares de Lang isn't complaining. Her restaurant will be packed for 4 days, and that's a lot of margaritas.
For our bottom line, it's very meaningful. It's one of our biggest weekends of the year.
This family-owned restaurant has been open for 92 years, so they try to balance authenticity with throwing a good party. That means Arlene's abuelita's recipe for mole poblano, but also tequila samples from Patron.
What are we celebrating on Cinco de Mayo?
I don't know. We're celebrating drinking tequila. That's what we're celebrating.
Just like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, even Mother's Day, Cinco de Mayo has become commercialized. And that, more than anything, makes it a very American holiday. Raquel Maria Dillon, The Associated Press, Pasadena, California. Salud.